Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is RLCS Spotlight. You already know the deal. We have predictions today for the Verizon 5G Ultra Cup Spring NA Regional 1. But before we get into that, shout out to Adam Core. You know him. He's the dude. He is that guy. After working so hard on the RL Pro Awards, orchestrating everything for that, he then prepared a wonderful, glorious spreadsheet for us. So once again, thank you to him. Make sure to follow him on Twitter. Also, this spreadsheet, brand new stuff. We got Swiss quals, Swiss results in this. You got the seeding, everything sorted out. And then, you know, you got the big juicer of the main event here. Look at that. Look at that. That's a bracket if you've ever seen it. Just so you guys know, schedule-wise, everything lower round 3 is the start of day 2. So upper bracket finals, lower round 1 and lower round 2s, along with obviously upper round 1s, all take place on day 1. And then lower semifinal best of 7 and upper final best of 7. That's where day 3 starts. So day 1, day 2, day 3. Final thing I want to say before I get into predictions, if you guys want to see a coin flip of this, make sure to leave a comment down below saying that you want to see the coin flips. Make sure to like the video and subscribe if you are new. We got predictions all the time, every single event for NA and EU. But that all being said, G2 versus Friends. G2 is not losing to Friends. Friends looked really good in the close quals, but G2's got it. Envy versus Complexity. This is an interesting one. I think Complexity is going to have a bounce back split. I'll give it 3-2 to Envy. Envy having a Lucian step in over Turbo, I think is going to be an upgrade for them, but I think Complexity looked pretty good at the end of the winter split, and I think that they're going to continue that in the spring split. Version 1 versus all mid. There's no way, right? No way. No way. Absolutely no way, right? Energy, slow starts, but I think they can take Ghost. Ghost has looked really good in the offseason tournaments and the Hercules, Tire Invitational, and the AAA Challenger Cup. But Hoxer, Shock, and Line Blaze, not yet. Not quite yet. FaZe Clan versus Accelerate. Accelerate has worked really hard to get here, but unfortunately they get matched up with FaZe Clan. Sonics versus Rogue. Rogue looked like butt.
Why you bullying me?
In the close calls, and I think Sonics look a little bit better, and I think Sonics, they can upset them. I think that is an upset. I do like Rogue, but I think they're going to start off a little slow this split. Space Station versus a Crew. Space Station had a really great winter major performance. I think they take down a Crew there. Nothing else much to say about that one. Charlotte Phoenix versus Oxygen. Charlotte Phoenix had a really good close call. They went 3-0, 9-1 in games, +8, but I don't think they have enough to beat Oxygen. Charlotte Phoenix is a team that does tend to make main events, but they don't win a lot of those main events. So I think they're still on the outside looking in there. Now, the schedule has upper quarterfinals first, so we're going to do those, and then we'll get into lower rounds. So Complexity versus G2. Sorry, Complexity. G2 perfect swept you last split. It's not going to be a perfect sweep this time, but I still think they beat them. Version 1 versus NRG. Version 1 beat them in the Mobile 1 Mountain Classic. NRG has not looked as good as them recently. I'll give it a 3-2. Version 1 obviously had a better winter major than NRG, and I think that's going to continue to show as a trend here. FaZe Clan versus Sonics. Sonics, nah. I'll give it a 3-0. FaZe Clan's going to come out hot like they always do. Space Station versus Oxygen. Who we got here? Who we got? I think Oxygen. I think Space Station starts off slow this split a little bit and then ramps up towards the end, as opposed to last time where they started off hot and then fizzled out. And obviously they did well at the winter major. I'm just saying in NA regionals. But Oxygen's gonna have Space Station's number in that matchup there. Okay, lower round 1s. Friends versus Envy. Friends. If they beat Envy, so help me Lord, the Envy. Ugh. The hate Envy will receive is just crazy. Ghost versus all mid. I gotta go Ghost. Like, nothing against all mid, but I think Ghost Gaming's just the better team overall. Accelerate versus Rogue. I think Rogue has a wake-up call. I think they're going to get bounced out. I'm gonna go 3-0 sweep. I think they get bounced out in the first round. I think they go 0-2. Basically, you go 0-2, you don't win a single series, you're out. It's very cutthroat in this. So Rogue not having a very good close qual, I think it's going to translate to the main event, and I think they are going to get eliminated. Obviously, this could, that could not happen, but this is what, predictions, guys, predictions. Charlotte Phoenix versus a Crew. I'm going to go Charlotte Phoenix here. I think a Crew is a team that I was riding hot with for a while when they were Vibrants, and then they subverted my expectations quite a bit, and nothing's been the same since. So I got Charlotte Phoenix there. Space Station versus Envy. Man, out of all the lower round 2 matchups, that's what we draw. I gotta go Space Station though. I don't think they're going to have that big of a slump to start, but Envy, it's improvement from the last time, because the first regional of the winter split they bombed out of. This time, they win one series. It's good. Ghost Gaming versus Sonics. Ghost got that. I'm gonna go 3-1. Ghost has got that. They've looked really good, like I said, but tough to see where they're gonna play out the rest of the split or against the rest of the competition, because they've played, I'd say, teams in like that 9 through like 16 to like 20 range. They haven't really played much of the top 8 a whole lot. Energy versus Accelerate. Yeah. Complexity versus Charlotte Phoenix. Another yeah. kind of thing for me. I'll give it another 3-0. I think like the disparity there is just that's a lot for Accelerate and Charlotte Phoenix to handle. I think day 1 is all wrapped up according to this bracket, and we start with low round 3s, best of 5 still. Ghost is going to upset Space Station, I think.
What did he say?
Ghost has looked really good. I think they've looked good enough to beat Space Station. Space Station, you know, they haven't had as much time to like kind of like regroup after the Winter Major potentially, because, you know, they're doing content, all that jazz. They are grinders, but I think Ghost is going to come in and slap them in the face a little bit. Same thing with Complexity. Complexity is beating Energy.
What the f happened?
I'll give it a 3-2. Complexity definitely has what it takes to beat Energy, and I think Energy, once again, they need to slap in the face within their own region for a wake-up call. They get slapped internationally by Europe. I think they need to get slapped by NA competition as well, and that's going to happen here. Because Energy just, you know, like kind of like shows up and like, we can beat NA. It's fine, whatever.
Nope.
Not today. Okay, upper semifinals, best of 7s. First best of 7. Version 1 was 3-0 against G2 in the winter split. G2 is going to rectify that. They're going to beat them 4-2 in this series and send version 1 to the lower bracket. FaZe Clan dominates Oxygen. There's no way around it. That's pretty standard there. We got version 1 versus Ghost. Ghost, not yet. Best of 7s in the lowers now. I'll give it 4-3. It's a close series, I think, if Ghost is playing hot, but not quite yet.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
I am a believer in them, though, but not quite yet. Complexity versus Oxygen. Oxygen versus Complexity is interesting. Oxygen is a top 6 team the entire split, whereas Complexity was kind of fluctuating. I do think Complexity bounces back, though. Like I said, they just came off a win against NRG. Oxygen just lost to FaZe. I'm going to give it a 4-1 Complexity. I think they got that in the bag. We're on a Championship Sunday at this point. Upper bracket final takes place first, so we get to see G2 versus FaZe. Who wins between them? And G2 does. I think G2 is still going to be riding the hot hand from the Winter Major. I still think they got it. Also, you know, like G2 bias, but like, whatever. Complexity versus version 1. Like I said, Complexity is going to have a better split. They're going to start off hot. They're going to take down version 1. I'm going to give it a 4-3. Version 1 top 4 is not bad. Definitely like kind of like where I see them in terms of like their competitive placements. Obviously it depends on how Beast Mode and Calm are looking on the day, but they always look pretty solid no matter what. Then we got Complexity versus FaZe. Who's going to face off against G2? Do we have a rematch between G2 and FaZe, or do we have Complexity taking it? And I do, in fact, have Complexity taking this one. I think Complexity going to come in, smack FaZe Clan. FaZe Clan, once again, 3rd place team in NA. It's their role in NA, right? I'll give it a 4-2. Now, Complexity versus G2 is interesting. I don't think that G2 loses the bracket reset. I'll give it a 4-2. We'll go for. I'm gonna give it 4-1. I think G2 is gonna be hot. I think they're still going to be hot. And yeah, G2 is the Verizon 5G Ultra Cup champion. They're still going to be hot coming off of the Winter Major. Take a look at their RLCS points here, how every team is stacked up. So G2, Complexity, FaZe, version 1, and Oxygen and Ghost are like top 6. Energy, Space Station, Envy kind of the outside looking in. And you take a look at the circuit points overall, Complexity kind of closing that gap between version 1 and them. So if Complexity can kind of keep up that pace that I have them set for right now, they might upset version 1 and take their world spot, or, you know, overthrow them. Depends on, you know, if NA earns another world spot. But that is my Verizon 5G Ultra Cup predictions. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. If I completely missed on a team, if I completely nailed this prediction. Also, like I said, coin flip predictions. If you want them, let me know. Just comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.